Hi guys, it's Shelda. How is everyone doing today? Are you doing good? When I'm anxious, I have to be cautious with the type of media that I consume. I think everyone does, right? Imagine you're having a bad day and you try and tap into those strategies your therapist gave you, but somehow you've turned on your PC and you've ended up on Overwatch, and now you've tanked your SR and you feel even more salty and worse than you did before you went on your PC. We've all been there. But my therapist once told me that you don't have to stay away from the hobbies that you enjoy when you're having a difficult time. You just need to adjust them. But the issue is, if you ask Google about games that are good for your mental health, they will show you games that focus on mental health, like Senua's Sacrifice, which focuses on the protagonist having psychosis.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Hey Google, I don't want to worry even more about my mental health. I just want to play games that I know aren't going to trigger me and will give me some headspace away from my symptoms. So today I've created a list of trigger-free games for you to enjoy. I've hopefully included some that you might not have even thought about playing, and I've researched and played all of them, but it's important to note that everyone is individual and what works for one person may not work for another. So it's okay if some of these games just aren't for you. And of course, if you have any games that you find useful, please let me know about them. I would love to hear. The first up is Tetris. What? I'm serious. Tetris. The beloved old school puzzle game where you rotate falling blocks in order to clear lines has been proven to be effective for trauma and PTSD and stress and anxiety. Tetris has been described by researchers as being effective for bringing your brain into a state of flow. In layman's terms, it's an activity that requires you to completely focus and engage, kind of like dancing or playing chess. And for symptoms like lack of concentration, Tetris's gentle approach may help you begin to exercise your focus again. Tetris Connected was actually recommended to me by a friend, and it incorporates classic Tetris and visual effects and music to create the zone where you can step away from the real world like this. Play a few times a week to practice giving yourself some headspace. You might find some calm in the storm. Here's another classic.
To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
It's Portal 2! Woo! A first-person co-op puzzle solver that has been shown to improve your cognitive health. You and your companion have to work together using portal guns and other tools to get to the exit of each chamber. Research has shown Portal 2 may literally alter the way your brain works, improving your ability to problem solve and persevere. When we discuss problem solving, we think about cognitive flexibility, which refers to someone's capability of being able to adapt to and solve new and unexpected problems. Someone with greater cognitive flexibility may have an easier time in breaking out of a patterned way of thinking. And some psychologists have hypothesized that stress from some mental health disorders like depression may arise from rigid and self-enforced patterns of thinking. And this can be associated with lower cognitive flexibility. Due to the unique environments and puzzles in Portal 2, players must creatively utilize unexpected tools and rules. In turn, this encourages you to use alternative methods to solve problems, enhancing your cognitive flexibility. And this sort of approach, changing the way you think about things and breaking out of negative automatic thought patterns, can be seen in psychological therapies such as CBT. The levels can be tough, and Portal 2 forces you to keep trying and trying until you come up with the right solution, despite frustration. This may be transferred to day-to-day life when living with a mental health issue. You keep going and pushing on, despite how difficult or challenging it gets. Portal 2 reminds you that you have all the tools you need to make it out. You just have to persevere.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Next up is a personal favorite of mine. It was a gaming experience I don't think I have ever had before, and it came at a time when I was going through a major transition in my life. You are a red-robed figure on a journey of discovery through beautiful, expansive landscapes towards a mountain far in the distance. And if you think you are alone on this path, you are not. Journey has one of the most unique multiplayer features, pairing you to a completely anonymous companion that could be anywhere in the world. There are no identifying features between you both, and the only way for you to communicate with each other is through a chirp. And that's the beauty of it. You're both on this pilgrimage of self-discovery as two beings, not two humans. But what does this mean for your mental health? Journey allures you with melodic music whilst you softly explore the world with your companion. It is a meditative and mindful experience as well as a game. Mindfulness is the ability to intentionally attend the present moment, accepting bodily sensations, thoughts, and feelings. It allows us to reconnect with our body and disengage with rumination on our worries and fears. Journey wants you to focus on the environment, the sounds of your footsteps on the sand, and the wind that carries your player. It wants you to be present and mindful of your interaction with the environment and your companion. It can last an hour or 3. It is up to you how long your journey lasts. But no matter how long it is an experience of mindfulness that may help you disengage with your negative thoughts. I remember when I played it for the first time and I had no idea what I was doing, and me and this completely random stranger were just working together and communicating with the little chirps that you do. But the game was so beautiful. I remember I just cried the whole time really playing it because it just impacted me on such a deeper level. And actually, Journey has had such an impact on its players. The game is discussed as being one of the most cathartic and immersive experiences of self-discovery and emotion. I implore you to start your own journey. Next up, don't look at me like that. You knew this was coming. In fact, it's not just Animal Crossing. It's that specific cozy type genre of games like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon that anxious queens like me thrive off of. I always joke that Animal Crossing was my first therapist. Animal Crossing has no competitive aspect, meaning there isn't really a risk of triggering negative feelings or your fight or flight response. In fact, you are more likely to calm your sympathetic nervous system when playing and increase your emotional well-being. If you don't know what your sympathetic nervous system is, go and watch my video on anxiety and depression. In New Horizons, you are creating your own island with your animal friends. There are bugs and fish to catch, and even dinosaurs to build, and not to mention the lo-fi tunes that embrace you whilst you stargaze. In a study published by Oxford University, participants that played New Horizons for 4 hours a day reported higher levels of happiness than those that didn't. Cozy games are more likely to promote feelings of safety. Theorists have hypothesized that seeking safety is an innate human process that evokes healthy bodily regulation. Animal Crossing creates a soothing, safe space for players to have some gentle control. So allow your nervous system to be calmed and build the little world that you want to. So that's it. These are just a few examples, and you may have already have played them. But if you think about the games you know and play that might be similar to any of these, then you can also give them a go. I would say use this video as more of a guide. And if anyone after watching this has tried any of the games that I've suggested, let me know if they worked for you. Stay tuned, I've got some other psych videos that I'm really excited to show you guys. You can follow me on Instagram @Shelda to see any updates that I'm doing. And thank you so much for watching.